It's this tour bus's first stop on Everclear Road, Santa Monica, for Connor O'Toole, JV, Aiden Muhammad, and Dalton Tam. But before we begin, I must extend my most heartfelt thanks to the people whose names are on that clipboard I just threw. For signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club, Kane Davis, Mark Wolf, and George Frenzel. Gentlemen, thank you so very, very, very much. And if you would like to know what that's all about so I can throw your name across the room, the link is in the description. For the intro, you're going to grab yourself a G power chord, that's the 3rd fret of the E string, and give it 2 strums, followed by 4 percussive strums. Just stop pressing with this hand and touch all the strings while you give it a down, up, down, up. 2 more regular on the G power chord, and 2 strums with no pointer finger anymore. So, and it repeats 3 times, but the first time there are no percussive strums. So here's the intro. Until you complete your whole G bar chord there for the ring out. That's going to be 3, 5, 5, 4. If you're allergic to bar chords, switch to your open G chord. In fact, you can do that whole thing open chord style. It's a different voicing of the same thing, but it won't be exactly quite the same, but it'd be pretty great anyways. To kick off the verse, we're going to play 4 intro chunks, but we're going to alternate whether or not we're doing the percussive strums, starting with no. So, I am still living with your no. Yes. No. Yes. Followed by a whole bunch of bar chords. Eek! If you're allergic to bar chords, just play the power chord. It's going to be almost just as good, but there's something special going on with these bar chords, which you can add to the power chords too, and that's a 5th in the bass. We're going to start on D. That's the 5th fret of the A string, so you're going to have 5, 7, 7, 7, or just 5, 7, 7 if you're playing the power chord, right? But we're going to add the E string on the same fret as the A string. That's an A note on the E string, which is the 5th note of the D major scale, hence D with a 5th in the bass, the low note. And we're going to play that D chord up 2 frets to E with a B in the bass, then down to the 3rd and 5th frets for C with a G in the bass, and then from there to A. We can't put in a 5th in the bass of A because we don't have another string on our guitar, so it's just your A bar chord or power chord. 5, 7, 7, 6. You could play the A regular chord there and it would truly be just about as good, but Everclear plays it there, so that's what I'm doing. Then back to our G intro thing. So here we go. Still living with your no. Yes. No. Yes. Here we go. D, E, C, A, intro thing. Big black boots and an old suitcase. Great news, you already know all the chords for the chorus. Mind you, all of them with the root note on the A string, the D, the E, and the C are going to have, like in the verse, the 5th in the bass. So the chorus is going to go, we could live behind the ocean. C, C, D, G, G, E, D, D, C, G, G, D, and that's where it repeats. C, C, D, G, G, E, D, D, C, G. Something about a face. By the way, when those percussive strums change feel like that, it's down, up, up. So it misses that second down. Down, up, up. Down, up, up. And it gives it that tripping over itself feel. Love that. which leaves us with just the noodles. All of the noodles in this song utilize the E minor pentatonic scale, which is one of the neater minor pentatonic scales because it is the first one for which we have 2 octaves in the shape everyone knows and loves. For instance, we have the open 3, open 2, open 2, open 2, open 3, open 3 position, and then we have the higher octave of the same shape without the convenience of an open string being the first note on each string. So 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. I would encourage you to use those 2 scales and noodle away however you like, because I guarantee you that every single time Everclear played this song, the leads would have been just a little bit different as they are improvisational in nature, but I will show you a few things that stuck out to me. We definitely heard them grab the G string 2nd fret and bend it to all hectum. And if you leave that B string open, ringing out there in that, you make it sound like all that much more of a mess. Moving on to the G major pentatonic, which is the relative major of E minor's pentatonic, or just another position of the E minor pentatonic. More simply stated, the B string 3rd fret and the G string 5th fret, we're going to bend the G string but not the B string in similar fashion. We heard them do that too. Here's one that I edited just a bit to roll off the fingers just a little bit better. We're going to be in the aforementioned G major and or the other position of the E minor pentatonic scale all the way up here on B15, and you're going to hammer on pull-off from 15 to 17 back to 15 on the B string, and then land on G16, so Silent Night, except on this rhythm. And then we're going to go B15 to 17, E15 to 17, and then bend that E17. So, and then we have this one. It's going to be back to E minor pentatonic land here on the 12th fret, and you're going to play the E string 12th fret, and then hammer on to B15 with your ring finger, and pull off to B12. So 1 pluck, 3 notes, and then down to G14, G12, D14, G12, hammer on pull off, 14, 12, D14 again, G12, G14, bend that G14. This one's fun to get going. Have these notes. That's the G string 12th fret, slide all the way down to Nowheresville. The first 2 times, just the G string. 2 guitars, obviously. And the second 2 times, the last 2 times, it's D, G, and B. Much easier if I use my voice for one of the 2 guitars, but that is all I can think to say about Everclear. Santa Monica, thank you so much for being here for this one, and throw out the Everclear requests because I feel like there must be 6 or 7 more that we're going to have to do someday, so next time it's in the water, so to speak, then I'll have some choices to choose from. I thank you in advance for that, and I thank you post facto for being here. I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.